And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's see what you got. Check. Watch the shit.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? There's Marvin right now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This will be caught by Brown. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Switzer on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll get 34 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 47-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight. Ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third. Time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now at first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run with Jacobs. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end the drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. It's Rudolph. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st down, Rudolph. This is White on the screen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Big stuff, Ski. Big stuff. Let's go.
Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Hey, backstrap.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they had plenty of legs.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Gerald Everett with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, it wasn't a 1-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 55, Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, eat. Here we go.
Get it.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph going top shot for Smith-Schuster. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Steelers. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Third and long, it's Rudolph. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out. But for
that is going to be a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Let's go, baby.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll run with White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Ready? 8, 3.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Rudolph looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, Echo.
Back to the air, Rudolph. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Watch the screen. Pass. Let's go.
Rudolph going to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Rudolph. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?